Alright, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck Happens to YouTube Atheist Community and Stick and Fun. Sorry about the wind, I don't have a band-aid. But anyway, man, cicadas are really loud over there. So anyway, and there's some over that way. But yeah, they're really loud. So it's getting there. I used to have them, like I said, back here in this woods. It's where they were 17 years ago. So that noise that's, pretty far away that you can hear, probably, was right. Yeah, it was just all the time in the backyard. It was just so loud. Quite distracting. But anyway, but you get used to it. Like anything else, right? That's what we do. We acclimate. That's the nature of the game we're playing. Acclimation. Yeah, acclimation. That's what they ought to just call life. Instead of saying life, we ought to just say acclimation. Let's play word games. Which brings up Das Book, which I'll get to, I suppose. I mean, I'm making a long video to Das Book, going through every word he says and explaining how every word he says is a contrivance, and a manipulation and a perversion. But anyway, I'll get to that. Excuse me. A great Texian act. Yeah. Right, stick hand, tiny chat. Ooh, horrid. Did I say stick hand fun? I probably did. I meant debate fun. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just a mechanical process you go through. It's all gotten very mechanical, and that's something I have to fix. So anyway, last night was sort of typical. A couple of people are very useful. Evander guy, I think his name is, whatever. He did make a contribution, a little metaphor for the anti-natalist argument. Was sort of like comparing it to a restaurant where 5% of the patrons got deathly ill, and how the government would shut down a restaurant that had that kind of risk involved. People wouldn't go if they really knew what they were stepping into in terms of the bad lottery they were entering by going out to dinner. I think if people had more perspective, this whole birth rate thing would go way the hell down. If you can increase the age at which people have kids, because then they'll have a little more of that perspective thing. Really getting loud here. So that would really change the nature of the game quite a bit. This argument would have be a different argument, because it would almost be the opposite argument, in the sense it would be people all upset because there's some threat to us taking over the earth. I think I'll take this alternative path if it works. See if I can get to the noisy ones over here. It's just so hard to see. This route doesn't look like it's going anywhere, but we'll try it anyway. I mean, it's all this stuff, I mean, everything is still blocked by these fucking trees, and my balance isn't good enough for walking on them. Wow, I didn't think I could get to the field from here. This is my old path that I never use anymore because it's so encumbered. So, yeah, and they're behind over here, this neighbor of mine's house. So we'll take this long route. So where was I? Yeah, I was somewhere, wasn't I? I'm sure I was. Okay, yeah. So I mean, it's there's these metaphors that are just so applicable in the sense that this is a judgment deficit disorder. That's what procreation is. If you're really thoughtful, it's just not a good plan. The only problem is this neighbor has vicious dogs. Well, I don't know if they're vicious. They're just big and nasty. Well, I guess we'll go for it. How much damage can they do? I mean, they can only eat so much. Yeah, right? Anyway, yeah, they're right here in their backyard. It's getting a little too close to private property and such. We have a trail here. God, they're moving. They're gone. Where'd they go? I don't know if this is going to take me where I want to go. What else? Yes, I don't know who that neighbor is. Man, this is really overgrown. Yeah, this whole area has really changed a lot. A lot. Never was, look at all the trees they had down. Dumped all the refuse back here. Anyway, I go golfing over there, where I hit my golf balls. Anyway, so we'll take this other path and see if we can get the hell out of here. So anyway, there's apparently a pretty big patch of them in the trees over there, but I'm not going to harass private property and whatnot. See if I can find a decent path out of here. Let's see, refuse here. Yeah, this was not the right path. Wrong choice, Gary. Yeah, dead end here. Probably getting covered with ticks now. Another liability of life out here in the wilderness and such. Yeah, now they're sounding like over here. No, they sort of are back in my backyard. That's funny. I should have stuck with my first instinct or whatever you call that. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, it's just they're so loud that, the noise echoes. It's hard to get an exact bearing. Well, they're also up in the trees, Sort of makes it difficult. Alright, we'll take this path out of here. Find them some other time. Right here you can see a ton of holes in the ground. So, anyway, where was I? Yeah, so last night, and then some DNA guy. So anyway, the metaphor thing is very useful. I think there's lots of ways to understand that there's an argument of risk aversion, of intelligence, of caution, of carefulness. I mean, you can use a lot of positive language in recognizing that there is a problem here. This isn't exactly a great path. Anyway. Where was I? Alright, so anyway, enough of that. So I'll move on. So anyway, the rest of the night was okay-ish, we get through it. But it's like, I got I'm just tired because I don't get enough sleep and blah, blah, blah. And, lots of trees down in here. Complain. Yeah, so sometimes it's just difficult. It's hard work every week. And, so I'm just not as on my game as I should be all the time. I mean, it just seems that I'm just not quite as good as I used to be at doing this room thing. So I have to put a little more energy into it. Or have a little more energy. Maybe it's just, I'm personally just irritable. So it just makes it all more difficult. That's just complaining, I guess. Ooh, no shit. Anyway, killer dog shit. Alright, yeah, Das Spook. I know. Sub DNA guy. So he showed up late and he was very helpful. He just has this kind of, pleasant enough demeanor, voice. And he does bring up some issues and subjects. And, there's there can even be contention. We've sort of gotten capable of arguing with each other without getting out of control. And, it's just sort of, I think it's sort of useful and interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's good, whatever that is. It's provocative. It creates some sort of creative action in the conversation. And so that's good. It doesn't degrade into, useless shit. I mean, sometimes it does, but I'm just saying, generally speaking, it works out pretty well. Just looking for underwater film opportunities around here. There's got to be some fish in this fucking stream, so I should be able to get something. Used to in the olden days. Anyway, sorry about this video. This is really quite a mess. So yeah, Dustbook brought up different subjects, thought experiment kind of things, that kind of stuff. So not altogether uninteresting. And so yeah, that part's okay. Anyway, so yeah, but it does sort of take that. You know, you sort of sometimes need somebody else in the room who's got something on their mind that isn't stupid. You know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of people with stupid subjects on their mind. You know, 9/11 was an inside job. You know, that kind of subject where, yeah, you're not going anywhere with that. So, yeah, but people are capable of having, you know, more elaborate conversation. It's there to be had. So I guess that's enough. Maybe what I will do is add a little tag onto this video, just pointing out that I have made, 12 videos this week. Some of them fairly good. And so maybe I'll just go through them quickly. And, you know, just so, you know, you're aware there are other videos to watch. You know, some that really haven't been appreciated. But, you know, that's the way it works on YouTube. It's a lot of videos. I understand why people don't watch, you know, why they would only listen to 10% of them. Well, mostly I understand. I would find my videos irresistible. So I would just be hanging on the edge of my screen, just, what's Gary going to say next? Yeah. You know, I would. Yeah. I'd have to hear her. I'd have to know. Maybe there's some hidden brilliant in there. It's always something like skanky cunt or something. Oh, he's going to say skanky cunt again. That's so fucking brilliant. Alright, maybe that's not brilliant. But anyway, this is enough of a video. Run, blah, blah, blah. Hot, humid, and loud. Yeah, I mean, no matter what, you know, you go this direction now, and you know, there's just big patch of them over that way. Anyway, more holes in the ground. Anyway, till next time and such. And so forth and whatnot. Yeah. Button. Alright, a little add-on here video. Just do a quick reprise of my videos this week. So there's last week's What the Fuck. So anyway, I did a You Suck video. I think that was just a response video to Lulight Returns. I think it was a good video. Of course I think it's a good video, right? No subjective. This conversation, these videos were related, sort of, the unneeded need video and the no subjective. Can't remember exactly. It was like a My Misery Me response video to some other video, but well, anyway, they're pretty good videos. I think this Perfect Psychology video was sort of an interesting video, just going into the idea of you know, that our need is a liability. What, you know, want, ambition, these are all sort of liabilities when our ambitions aren't something socially productive, when they're just silly, you know, needs, dependencies. You know, like there's people who, you know, live their life and, you know, in some sort of world where, you know, there's a scratch on their marble floor, and that's what their ambition for the day is to resolve this problem of the scratch on their floor. That kind of bullshit. I mean, we're so much of our psychology is garbage psychology. And so anyway, so there's, you know, some point, I think, in recognizing that there is a more, just as you can have a perfect physical specimen, you can have a perfect psychological specimen. So anyway, I think good video. Vlogged on context and such. This was, I think, an interesting video. The context videos are basically just a F-list video looking more at just the, I don't know, yeah, the context, just understanding what it is to be alive and conscious. Somehow they're separate from the consciousness videos and the F-list videos. It's something in between. But anyway, yeah, it's good enough video. I think this might be on Brett Keene's website. I have to fix it so the little markers show up for the other websites, you know, my own and his. So eventually there'll be a little icon that indicates where the video is. But yeah, just so many things to do, no time to do it. So the Right to Die video for Vlogger you know, it is, I think, worth pointing out. You know, Vlogger videos. They do now, the Vlogger categories will have comment sections and you know, links to YouTube videos that are related, and so I do want to try to create debates on these different subject pages. We'll see how that goes. So far, not so good, but keep trying anyway. So as I update those pages, they'll just, you know, they'll all get more consistent and just be on the subject with notes and comments and whatever. But yeah, I'm going to delete comments that are off subject. The idea is to debate the subject, not debate me. And it's just stupid. That always turns into that shit. This multiculturalism was sort of a dead video. I mean, it's sort of junky, but I mean, the subject's sort of junky. There's no real solution to the problem of our diversity. I'm just arguing that I don't find diversity useful or valuable or any of that stuff. As long as you don't live isolated from imagination and creativity. I'm not saying I'm against creativity. I'm just not for lifestyles and values that are not compatible, because that just doesn't work. You know, burkas, you know, intermingled with rationality is just doesn't work. TJ does live video, response video to, you know, TJ stuff. You know, not terribly useful. Not, you know, it's just some counter argument to. I mean, if I would have known he was going to do a video basically telling a suicidal guy not to commit suicide because you need to find a purpose and all this, it was just kind of hilarious. I mean, we live in a world that's basically shitting on everything valuable and making, you know, gold plating absolute crap. I mean, it's an American Idol crap world we live in. You know, and so, I mean, it's not really an answer to say to somebody, find what you value and pursue it in a world where that pursuit will just get you nowhere. And, you know, there's a practical reality too of finding a way to make a living that's in some way rewarding, when the only thing the only paying work in the world is being a liar and a shyster. I mean, frankly, I don't think TJ has a job where he's doing productive work. You know, he's doing probably some sort of reselling, shyster, middleman kind of work. And if you have any integrity, you're not going to find that sufficient. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. I mean, it was worthy of another video, but you know, I wasn't going to do 2 in a row. The Age of Fuctardius, I don't remember what that was exactly. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. So, but it probably wasn't terrible. But anyway, then the Great Text video, I think it was a pretty good response to Great Text. And such. So, yeah, that was the videos of the week. So just add that on. I'm working on stuff. You know, I'm working on a new version of this, you know, thing that pops up in websites, and you can link and comment, and the links will be posted over here. And you know, it's you know, I'm making it so I can play, you know, my videos can be played inside this toolbox.
Alright,
so,
whatever.
You know, so that might be an interesting add-on. I have to work out how to do it, you know, where, yeah, eventually the website's going to be basically this thing, this module, and it'll just be migratable anywhere. And, you know, with whatever other functionality I add. You know, it does do other things. I mean, it does have you know, you can game the page and, you know, do the border thing, turn the borders on a page, and do the black and white thing. And, you know, I'm going to add some more of those kind of enhancements. It's sort of an interesting look. I don't hate that. But anyway, So yeah, more to come, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's the website all black. Anyway, yeah, so enough said. We only sold 2 bars still on here. It does stuff too, Google search and fonts, and fonts bigger, images bigger, and what else can you do? And the background thing was kind of cool. You can change backgrounds. Yeah, well, the new version of my website doesn't let you do much. Okay, so it doesn't do much. Anyway, blah 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 blah. I don't even know if these art links work anymore. That's the old art page. I have to change that. So anyway, and so forth and whatnot. Fixed links. That's what I gotta do. So yeah, that's probably enough. So till the next time, next week, and such, and so forth and whatnot. Try to do something more inspiring. A link to the Stickam thing is probably in the description. So the MP3, and yeah, that's it. So have a nice day and such. Something like that, maybe.